everyone. My name is Stephanie Volk, and I am a registered nurse informaticist. I work at Optum as a senior clinical informatic analyst, and today I'm going to talk about what nursing informatics is, what nursing informaticists do in healthcare, and finally, how nursing informaticists are transformational leaders. First, by a show of hands, how many of you have heard of a nurse informaticist or nursing informatics? Okay, great. I'm glad I got some hands up. So for the handful of you that did raise your hands, do you guys actually know what we do for a living? Okay, this is great. I had a feeling there's this time where people are like, yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't quite know what you guys do. So, let's start with what I do for a living. So the number one question everyone asks me is, you're a nurse, but you say you're a nurse informaticist. So what is nursing informatics? The American Nurses Association, the ANA, and recommended by HIMSS, came up with the response. Nursing informatics is the specialty that integrates nursing science with multiple information and analytical sciences to identify, define, manage, and communicate data, information, knowledge, and wisdom in nursing practice. In simpler terms, nursing informatics is a blend of nursing science, computer science, and information science. The goal of a nurse informaticist is to design and help implement systems that can improve documentation accuracy, enable clinical data analysis, and eliminate the performance of unnecessary work-related activities for the frontline nurses. My work entails having conversations with the frontline operation individuals who work with our members. Then I have conversations with our IT software engineers and our business stakeholders. I take all this information, the requirements, and turn the needs from operations into explainable language for IT to understand. IT takes the requirements and creates the enhancements for the electronic medical records or the reporting dashboards. As my manager, Kristen, has said, we, nurse informaticists, are like the center of an Oreo cookie in our line of work. We all know what an Oreo cookie is, right? I want you to think of this Oreo and how it fits what I do as a nurse informaticist, because the Oreo cookie is similar to my everyday work as a transformational leader. Before I go in and explain how an Oreo cookie and a transformational leader go together, let's start with what a transformational leader is. Bernard M. Bass and Ronald E. Riggio stated that transformational leaders are those who stimulate and inspire followers to achieve extraordinary outcomes and in the process develop their own leadership capacity. Transformational leaders help followers grow and develop into their own leaders by responding to the individual followers' needs, by empowering them, and by aligning the objectives and goals of the individual followers, the leaders, the group, and the larger organization. Now back to the Oreo cookie and how a nurse informaticist is the cream filling in the middle of the two chocolate cookies. The first half of the chocolate cookie is operations and the frontline staff. The second half of the chocolate cookie is the technology team, stakeholders, and business partners. Together, the two chocolate cookies can get many things accomplished, but it can be difficult at times because they don't quite speak the same language when trying to get their needs and wants across. This can cause some confusion while working on the enhancements for the electronic medical record or the reporting needs of those dashboards. Then the center of the filling that goes right in the middle of those two chocolate cookies is me, the nurse informaticist. And that cream filling that goes in the middle of that Oreo makes that cookie more enjoyable. So the nurse informaticist is considered the middle cream filling. I am the transformational leader that works to help implement effective change by bridging the gap that helps both operations and IT. I come in and I speak both the nursing and IT language. I help to encourage and empower operations and IT to meet their objectives and goals on that project. Together, we can adapt to the changes that are expected to be made so that as a team, we can meet the needs of our organization and clients. In closing, the transformational leadership that a nurse informaticist brings to the table should be at every table when healthcare workers are working with IT and business stakeholders. The nurse informaticist can help both sides get their voices heard, so the goals and objectives of helping people live better lives can be achieved. Just like the Oreo, the 2 chocolate cookies are good without the center filling, but when the center filling is in the middle of the 2 chocolate cookies, the Oreo is great. And that is what nursing informatics does with healthcare. We help make the system better for all because we can speak the language of both nursing and IT. Thank you.